What's up, everyone? This is LeetCode 283, move zeros. So we're given an integer array nums. We have to move all the zeros to the end while maintaining the relative order of the non-zero elements. We must do this in place without making a copy of the array. So yeah, here's our example, right? This is our input array. We have to move the zeros to the right, the non-zeros to the left, and we have to maintain their relative order, right? So 1, 3, 12, as you can see, 1, 3, 12. Okay, so I'm going to show you how we're going to do this using a drawing. Okay. So we're going to start out by having a left pointer at the start, a right pointer, one to the right of the left pointer, okay? So anytime the left pointer is at a 0, we need to use the right pointer to find a non-zero number so we can swap, okay? Well, the right pointer already is at a non-zero number, so we can swap already, okay? So this would be 0, this would be 1, okay? So we're going to move the left, every time we make an operation like that, we're going to move the left pointer over 1 to the right, and we're going to set the right pointer 1 to the right of the left pointer, okay? Like this, okay. Left pointer is at a 0. Well, the right pointer is at a 0 also right now, so we need to shift the right pointer over until we find a number that's not 0, okay? Well, this 3 is not a 0, so we can swap now, okay? So, let me erase this here just so we have more space. So this becomes a 3, and this becomes a 0, okay? We move the left pointer over 1, and the right pointer is already 1 to the right of the left pointer. Okay, left pointer is pointing at 0, right pointer is pointing at 0, so let's move the right pointer over until we find a number that is not 0. Okay, right pointer is now going to point at 12, so we can swap these, okay? This becomes 0, this becomes 12, okay? Let's move the left pointer over 1. The right pointer is already 1 to the right of the left pointer. It's fine. Okay, left pointer points at 0. Right pointer points at 0. So let's move the right pointer over. Well, our right pointer now would point to nothing because we're out of bounds of the array, okay? So this is the part where we would break our loop or our algorithm, and we would return the input array that we modified in place, right? And the result would be 1, 3, 12, 0, 0. We're doing example 1, so as you can see, 1, 3, 12, 0, 0. So our algorithm works, okay? Now, let me show you how we're going to code this up. So let's start by setting our left pointer and our right pointer. We're going to say while right is less than the length of nums. Now, if our input array has one value, then or one element, we wouldn't even enter this while loop, so we don't have to worry about like handling that edge case, because we would never enter this, okay? So we're gonna say if the left pointer points at 0, then we need to also make sure that the right pointer points at a number that's not 0, okay? So if that's the case, we can swap these. So let's say nums of L, nums of R, right? And let's do the swapping, okay? Now when we do the swapping, we have to move the left pointer over 1 and the right pointer 1 to the right of the left pointer, like that. Now, if our right pointer is actually pointing at 0, we just want to move the right pointer over, okay? Now let's do the else. This would be a case where our left pointer is pointing at a number that's not 0. If that's the case, we just want to move the left pointer over, set the right pointer 1 to the right of the left pointer, because let's say our input here, if instead of being 0, 1, it was like 1, 0, our left pointer is initially going to point at this 1. Well, we don't want to swap this 1 with anything, right? It's fine where it is. So we would, and that's a case where we would move the left pointer over and the right pointer, right? So yeah, we're just going to handle that. And yeah, that should be it. We're going to return nums. So yeah, not too difficult of an algorithm to understand. I think this is very easy to tell what's going on, like manually shifting these pointers around. But there is like a more cleaner way to write this. It's a little bit more readable, which is just using a for loop. So we're gonna say for right in the length of, or sorry, the range of the length of the array. Okay. If the right pointer is right, it's 0, then we can do a swap. And we shift the left pointer over 1. And we return nums. I mean, it's the same idea. It's the same idea, really. It's just a little bit more cleaner to write, but you're not like really manually moving the right pointer over. You're just doing it in the for loop. So I don't know, whichever one is easier for you to understand. Right? As long as you get the core concept of what we're doing, it doesn't really matter what solution you use. They're both equally as efficient in the grand scheme of things. So yeah, I hope this helped, and I'll see you in the next one.